What's good with it, everyone? Oh, come on, shut the fuck up. What's good with it? What's good with it? Shit, man. I'm just chilling right now, man. Just chilling. I just did me a little workout right now. I didn't go to the gym. I just did some calisthenics. I just did some push-ups, some pull-ups. Yeah, I don't need to go. I don't need to go to a gym. A lot of niggas they'll tell you, "Oh, you gotta go to the gym. You gotta eat protein. You got I don't gotta do any of that shit. Like I'm not saying that they don't have to do it because if you got shitty ass genetics, then you need to do it. A lot of niggas like to like assume that when I say you're not supposed to do something, they think that I mean everybody. It's like a bitch would say that she likes to get fucked in a pussy, but don't mean that everybody likes to get fucked in a pussy because some people don't got pussy, which genetically they don't because they have a dick. So it all comes to genetics and who you are, what you should and shouldn't be doing. You see what I'm saying? So when I say you don't need to eat, when I say that you don't got to do this, you don't got to do that, I'm speaking for me and people like me. So don't get offended when I say certain shit. You see what I'm saying? So like this is why like when I tell you guys not everyone's like you and everybody does their own thing and we all do, everybody is on their own path. When I speak like that, keep in mind that I say that as a disclaimer. I say that to you guys because I'm making a video and I'm trying to get my message across. But you best to believe when I'm in my life, nigga, I don't use I don't use like I don't know what's the word for it, but I'm 100% in my shit. If you're not in a certain vibration, if you don't think like me, if you don't act like me, I'm gonna look at you sideways. That's just how I am. Like if I like I'm at a point right now, like if I see people who eat and consume food, I kind of look at them like you look at some like you I kind of look down upon them because it's like nigga, like you eat, but I'm not telling you guys to go out and look like that because that's you, that's your life. My life is different than your life. You get what I'm saying? So I just say certain things as a disclaimer. Don't think that I really fucking 100% mean what I say when I say everybody's different. Everyone is different, but doesn't mean I have to fucking like that shit. Everybody has their own opinion on shit, but don't mean I have to fucking respect it. The fuck? Just like you have your opinion and I have my opinion where I don't have to respect your opinion. So that's how it is. Cause I go 100% hard at whatever the fuck I do. You better believe that shit. I go 100% hard whatever the fuck I do. Like, this is some real shit. And that's just me. So I just got back from the fucking do my little workout. So yeah, I did my little shit and yeah, I don't even need a fucking gym no more. Like I literally don't need anything. And the spirit told me, and when I say the spirit told me, this is just another word for me saying I told myself. Because I am the spirit. So it ain't like there's something, it's me. So like the spirit told me, I don't need anything. I don't need shit. And when I when I observe the reality and I look in life, I see examples of other people not needing shit. Like I was just watching this video of this one Breatharian dude. He did like an interview with another Breatharian. Well, one of them is a Breatharian, one's a Liquidarian. And I remember how he was talking about how he went on his Breatharian path and all this. And it's kind of crazy how he said he went to this monastery and there was a bunch of monks there and shit, and they didn't have shit there. They didn't have nothing. Like, it was a big ass acre with a whole, they had money. It wasn't like these niggas was broke. They got a whole fucking acre. They had a fucking monastery. Like, that's a fucking big ass church, damn near. It's like a church, but it's a fucking monastery. So they had a monastery and everything, and they didn't have shit. And these niggas was happy, and they were just chilling and relaxing. And when I seen that video, it hit me so hard, because I remember Spirit told me, it was like, you don't need anything. And this was like, yeah, a couple years ago. And I didn't get it at that point. Like, I understood it, but I didn't get it. But every single fucking day I live, it makes sense to me, and it clicks that I don't need shit. Cause I'd be like looking at shit, cause I'd be seeing people walking around me, and then they'll be like, oh, I'm gonna go buy this, or I'm gonna go buy that. I'm like, why don't you just go steal it? It's easy, just go steal it. And then I'm like, I steal it, and like, it hit me. I'm like, all these people, they're out here buying shit, and I'm making fun of them, but I'm the fool because I don't need it. They need this stuff more than me. And I'm sitting here thinking, oh, I stole all this. I don't have to pay for this. Oh, I've never paid for this and certain shit. Like, I used to be addicted to like certain foods and certain drinks and certain products. And throughout my whole duration of my addiction, I never spent money because I would always steal it. And I used to be laughing like, oh, I never bought that. But I'm the fool because I didn't need it. They needed it more than me. So it's like, it's kind of like the joke's on me. So I'm realizing I don't need anything. And when I say I don't need anything, this doesn't apply to everyone. Like, some of you guys need certain shit. Some of you guys, part of your spiritual mission is to need some things. Like, let's say if you're a fucking somebody who's a person who talks about herbs and healing and health, or diet, you're a nutritionist. You need food. You need to grow your own tomatoes. You need apples. You need water. You need that for the rest of your life. You need it, because if you don't, you're gonna fucking die, because that part of your spiritual path is promoting that. If you're on a spiritual path where you're a breatharian, or you're somebody who's trying to just detach, then you don't need that. So you can't compare what you need to what other people need. So that's one thing I'm realizing. I don't need shit in life, and it feels good to know I don't need certain. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm like straight up monk mode right now, where I'm like I'm not consuming shit, but the amount of shit I consume is very, very minimal. Like, I don't need anything really, and it actually is a good feeling to know that. So like, and I'm not saying I'm special. Like, some of you niggas who watch my channel, you niggas don't need anything either. You just gotta know who you are, though, and find out who you are. But hold on for a minute, guys. I'm gonna leave the link. I'm gonna leave the link for anybody who wants to join. And like I said, don't take anything I say offensive. Like, I feel like I kind of scare a little bit of I scare people off from joining my chat and for leaving comments. I kind of scare people off because they probably think I'm kind of like a dickhead because of the way I talk. But I like to talk like this. I like to preach from my emotions. I do it deliberately. Like, I like to talk when I'm angry, and like usually when I'm angry and when I'm like amped, I'm usually in a good mood. When I'm depressed and I'm sad, I'm kind of like laid back and just, so like it's just weird. It's weird with me. So when I talk like this, I'm not really angry or upset. I like to speak like this. I like to speak. Oh fuck! Hit my fucking elbow. I like to speak like this, nigga. So I just got to tell you niggas, like, so you don't get offended. This is how I talk. I remember back in the day when I was like in high school, I used to play like the Xbox Live and shit, and I used to play with people from my school, and we'll all like go on a party, the Xbox Live party, and we'll always play video games, and I'll always be the motherfucker who would just talk shit to everybody. I'd be like, "Fuck your mama, you stupid ass bitch ass motherfucker," and they'd be cussing and shit, and it should be so hilarious. And like, I used to be the one talking to mother. People used to be like, "Hey, say something to this dude." They used to like egg me on so I could say something, but I used to always just talk the most shit in the party, and they used to like fucking. This shit used to be funny, man. Like they used to be laughing and shit. Cause I used to just talk shit to everyone. And it wasn't like I was angry, but I just like doing it. But like I said, I'm trying to move from that low vibration. I don't do that shit no more because I don't play video games. If I did, I probably would. But if it ain't about spirituality, I don't take it seriously. Like when it's spirituality and when it's due to like, I take that shit 100% seriously. But when it's like nothing to do with spirituality, don't take it seriously. Only take spirituality seriously. Only take spirituality seriously. That's what you gotta understand. If it's not spiritual, if it's not, don't take it seriously. I'm not saying don't have no passion in what you do, because you want to have passion in everything what you do, because it could spill over to other aspects. But like motherfuckers want to talk about, oh, you need to like they'll tell you, you need to go out and take this more seriously. Or you need to go get a job and go work. And you need to be more serious about your finance. They don't got nothing paid off. Everything's on credit. They don't got $1 million in their portfolio. They don't own anything. They don't even have their own business. Yet you want me to take financial advice from you. It's like, shut the fuck up, bitch. You can't tell me something that you're not doing. You're not even taking your own finances seriously. If you got fired from that job, you'd be broke. Yet you want me to listen to you to go get a job working, and you're working and you're fucking miserable. You're broke. You're in a shitty situation, because if you weren't, I probably wouldn't even see you in my fucking reality, because you'll be a millionaire. You would probably be thinking like you better than me. You ain't on my level. I wouldn't even be able to talk to you probably. So bitch, get the fuck out of here. But who wants to join a live stream? I'm about to drop the link if anybody wants to join. I'm just chilling today. I'm not really dropping nothing today. I'm just chilling right now. You got this full moon in Leo coming up. And yeah, we at the end of the world right now. We at the end of the world. Everything's done. Society's done. Everything is done. And like if you on your spiritual mission, then kudos to you. That's what's up. But the world is done. You guys have to understand that the world is done. The government, the system, they're gonna be giving dropping a lot of programs throughout the year. Like even the stock market. If you guys seen, the stock market went up. That has everything to do with Pluto and Aquarius and the new shift we're on. The stock market is gonna go down though, because with every high there's a low. So the stock market is gonna go down. It went up. They said it was like the highest in like years right now. So it's gotta go down, the stock market. Because when everything that goes up is gonna go down. The fact that it went up means that something's gonna happen this year where it's gonna actually drop down. So just understand that, because everything is all fake. The financial system, everything is all fake. The stock market, the crypto markets, it's all, when I say fake, I'm not saying fake like they're painting the numbers and they just make it go up and down. They can do that, but it's also like an energy behind it. I don't want to say spiritual, but it's an energy behind it, because if it wasn't, then everybody will be rich in crypto and stocks. Because in order for somebody to make money in crypto or stocks, somebody has to lose money. So if that's how the game is played, you better believe there's a non-physical energy and there's a physical energy that's controlling that market. The physical energy will be these crypto whales. They call them a whale. A whale is somebody who has a large sum of a crypto coin, like somebody with 20,000 Bitcoin, and Bitcoin's priced at 40-some thousand. That's what they call a whale, because they have a lot of that coin. Why the fuck would somebody keep trading crypto if they have 20,000 Bitcoin? Why don't you just cash out and retire? There's people who have $18 million in crypto, which is far less than 20,000 Bitcoin and what that adds up. And these niggas retire and they don't even want to trade. But why is there somebody with tens of thousands of Bitcoin? So it's because these people, that money that they have is not their money. They have money in their own bank account, which is their money, but the system, the Illuminati, whatever the fuck you want to call it, the people, the team, the guys, they give these people a lot of coins and money so they can do certain things. Like some of these CEOs and businessmen, they have like hundreds of millions or billions of dollars. Like Jeff Bezos, he has billions of dollars, but he can't just go to Africa and build a city. He can't just do that because they're gonna shut him down and they're gonna kill him or hurt his family. So he could only do so much with that money. So when they give these crypto or all these billionaires coins to invest, they have to invest at certain times because, like, let's just say they want a crypto to go up or down. They will call or they'll tell one of their whales, buy 100 billion of this coin, and when they buy it, it makes the price go up. So they can strategically plan it to rob the people of the money. So it's all a game. And I'm not saying that don't participate, but you just got to know what it is. Like this is why nobody can really, even if you get the most successful traders or Bitcoin people, they can never win 100% because sometimes the market doesn't go. No matter what strategy you have or how good you are, it doesn't go in your direction. And the reason for that is because what the fuck I just said. Sometimes they may tell somebody to buy this coin, or maybe they don't even have to tell nobody to buy the coin. They can just do a fucking pandemic or do a 9/11 or do something that's a big narrative and it's gonna drop the price down. So this is why I say, like, crypto trade, stocks, and all that shit is all bullshit. It's a non, I don't want to say it's spiritual, but it's a non-physical and it's a physical energy. I just told you the physical energy. Now the non-physical energy of that, and this is what with anything. This is not just with money. This is with anything. So if you want to get bitches, if you want to get money, if you're trying to get knowledge, anything that's a positive, it's the energy behind it. You have to be in to attract it. Because remember, you don't have free will 100% in this world. So once you're in that energy, then you can tap into the non-physical side, and then you'll be able to accumulate some of the stuff within it. But you got to make sure you're in that energy and you stay consistent within it. Otherwise, if you're in the energy and you're getting money and you end up losing that energy, then once you dive into whatever you're doing, you could end up losing a lot of money. So you want to make sure you're consistent in it. This is why I don't recommend any of you guys to spend any money on anybody that's selling you a course on financial advice. Never, ever, ever, ever buy a course from another motherfucker that says, oh, I'm going to get you rich. Does this mean that people haven't bought his course and gotten rich? That doesn't mean that. That'd be stupid if I said that. But what that does mean is the people who bought his course, those people who bought his course and made money, they didn't need to buy his course to make money. Maybe they did because of certain knowledge they didn't know, but at the end of the day, they could have done it on themselves. So this is why, because just look at life. Like, there's so many people struggling in this world, so many homeless people, so many bums, so many just plain out trash ass individuals that can't even do anything. But why are somebody always willing to tell you that, oh, you can better your life, you can do this, you can do that? Yeah, you can better your life. Yeah, you can do that. But when you better your life, it's because of the energy work you did, not because you read a book or you went somewhere, you did this. That's not what that's fucking stupid. And this is how these niggas making a lot of money. A lot of these people, they know what I'm saying, whether subconscious or consciously. Because if you didn't believe, there's a lot of individuals who sell courses on how to get rich, and they don't even actually make money. Like, if you had $500,000 right now, you can invest about 10,000 of that $500,000 onto a course, not a course, but you can make your own course, which will probably run you a few bands, You get the make the ebook and tell people that you can make them rich in marketing, and you can do all this other shit, and then you can use the other $490,000 that you have because you spent 10 bands on doing that to look rich. So you can make a YouTube channel and have a nice background and say, do you want to learn how to be rich like me? And you can go rent a Lambo, and you can go rent a fucking Airbnb and say, you want to look rich like me? All you have to do is this, this, and that, and I will get you. And then if you have 10,000 subscribers and 500 of them pay for your course, and at that price you set is $149, you can get like 70 racks, close to 100 racks, if that. I'm not sure about the math, 100, but around 100 racks, 70 racks, just from those 500 people. And then now you have 70 racks on top of your 490 to sell your product even more. And then you keep doing that. And that's what a lot of these people, they do. I'm not saying a lot of them do it consciously. A lot of these people, they do it subconsciously. Like they don't because what you need to understand is, in life, there's ups and downs. You're not going to always be consistent. So these people who are rich, who have money, they're not really consistent with their wealth. But a lot of them have they get, I don't want to say it's luck, but they go through certain situations where they're able to accumulate a large sum of money by, I'm gonna just say, by luck, and then they use that to sell their course. So you're thinking that this guy made $500,000 off trading crypto, where he probably only made like 100,000, and the 400,000 he had courses, he had marketing, and maybe he got lucky. Maybe he put 50,000 into a certain crypto coin and it went up, and now he got and he leveraged it the right way, so he got like $3 million off that 50,000 because he made a good move. Because remember when Bitcoin went up last year and it went up in 2021, and you see how the stock market just went up? Some of these niggas may put like 100,000 in an account, and then the stock market goes up all of a sudden, and they end up getting like $3 million. So now they take the 3 million and say, I made all this from crypto. Come buy my course. Shut the fuck up, nigga. You just got, I don't want to say lucky, because it's not lucky, because some of them, they know what they're doing and how to do it. It's not just luck, but you know what I'm talking about. They have some type of fortunate event happen where they're able to get millions, and now they can just sell their product. So this is why I'm saying, be careful on these other financialists and what they're telling you, because even though they tell you everything right, they can tell you verbatim, buy this stock, do this, put your money in this, do this. You can do everything they say verbatim. You won't make money if you don't have the energy. They'll make money and you won't. There'll be something that happens. It won't work for you because you're not in that energy. So, and if you don't, a lot of you guys may think I'm just hating, I'm talking shit. If you don't believe me, why is 99% of people broke, working 9 to 5s? Why? Everybody likes to talk about the internet, right? Oh, there's opportunities. We can get rich. It's the internet. You see the kid on TikTok, you see those old ass boomers and shit. They be like, oh, you see the kid on TikTok? He's making millions. Oh, you see all these YouTubers and spiritualists. We're in a new time now. You could be rich. You shut the fuck up. The same energy you need to get rich back in 1991 is the same energy you need to get rich nowadays. You don't think you could just take your ass on the internet and get rich. If that was the case, nobody will be working at McDonald's, or very few people will be working at McDonald's. Go apply for a fucking shitty ass job and see how you have to jump through hoops and go through interviews with other people that you're against just to get a shitty ass job. The fuck? Because everybody's trying to get that shitty job because they don't have nowhere else to go make money. And it's not like they haven't tried it. A lot of them tried it. It didn't work. And then they say it's a scam. It's not a scam, nigga. Your energy just fucked up. You got to get your energy right. And most of the time, to get your energy right has nothing to do with money. Has absolutely nothing to do with money. You got to do some other shit. And then once you get that right, then the money just comes. And by the time the money comes, you don't even give a fuck about the money. Like, a lot of you guys think that you'll see other motherfuckers be like, oh, this person's lucky, this person's that. But it's like, if you knew what they did behind closed doors and you knew what you have to do, they will even tell you themselves that I'm not lucky. I have to sacrifice. I have to do a lot of shit. They will tell you, and I've spoken to people. They said, people tell me I'm lucky because I'm doing what I love and I get paid. But it's like, it's not that it's lucky. It's just I have to sacrifice a lot of shit. Like a lot of things that you guys do on a daily basis that you guys would never want to give up. You have to sacrifice that shit. And if you don't sacrifice it, then it's gonna be you're gonna be in the same rut that you've been in for the last fucking 10, 20 years of your life. So a lot of this shit is sacrificing. And by the time you sacrifice and you do all that shit, you don't even give a fuck about nothing other than what you're doing that has nothing to do with money. You gotta keep that in mind as well. Because this shit is like, if you don't watch my channel, if you don't know for yourself, or you don't watch people who like speak like how I'm speaking, then you're gonna be lost in this fucking world thinking that something's happening to you and shit. That's why I make that video about the whole gang stalking shit. I took that video down because I felt like a lot of people might be offended by it because like I don't mean to offend anybody other than the people like I mean to offend. And when I say that, I mean bitch ass niggas who they automatically want to see it their way. But when I made that video to like just to tell people like stop giving your energy to the government and to the system. Because when you I don't really want to get into that topic because it's not important, but like stop giving your energy to the government and system. They're not gang stalking you. And I just removed that video because I know a lot of people on my channel, like they probably got triggered by it. So I was like, let me just remove this video. I'm not trying to get anyone upset because I'm trying to at least teach people at the end of the day and not trying to get anybody. But always keep that in mind when you're out here trying to make money and you're on the internet. Always look at reality. Always observe life, what life is doing to you. If you are hearing people talk about the opportunities it is to make money and you don't see nobody making money, obviously there's more to it. Am I saying you can't make money? No. But what I am saying is you have to deal with something within yourself that has nothing to do with money before you're able to attract money. And by the time you deal with that, you probably wouldn't even give a fuck about money as much as you do when you were trying to get it the direct way. You got to keep that shit in mind. Hold on for a second, guys. But you guys see what I'm saying? Join the link if anybody wants. You can join the link. What's good with Azealis? He said, what's my sign? What's your sign is your Jupiter in and what house? My Jupiter's in the first house in the sign of Virgo. So that's my sign. It's not really, Jupiter is kind of a detriment in Virgo. So it's not really a good placement, but I don't even want to say there's no such thing as a good placement because any placement, the placements that are negative are actually the best placements if you could overcome it. So if you have a square, if you have a detriment in a certain sign, people will say, oh, that's a bad placement. But once you master and you learn the lessons of that square of that placement, you're going to be better than anybody else in that sign. Because somebody who was born with an exaltation, you'll be stronger than that nigga if you have a square or a detriment in that sign and you mastered the lesson. You'll be stronger because you went through the work. This is why you'll see, let me give you guys an example, like a real life example of what I said. Like, let's just say somebody who was born with money. They may have certain placements that allow them to be born with a family that's rich. But the person who had a square and was broke, he went through more issues and problems with wealth, which made him learn how to get money in a better way. So now when he's like age 25, this nigga's able to manifest his own money versus the other dude. he has to probably work a shitty job or keep asking money for his parents because he had to give it to him, but he didn't work for it. You see what I'm saying? So it all depends. Yeah, yours is a 7th house. Okay, that Virgo in the 7th house. That's what's up. But it just depends. But like I said, guys, don't let anybody bamboozle you to like spend tons of money on any type of financial program. There was this financial program I got and I didn't spend no money on it. It was a free course. It was about crypto. And in order for you to get the free course, you have to deposit like $100 into an exchange, which is a crypto account. And I had deposited like 200 in there. So I traded with that and I got the course. And in the course, everything the nigga said was shit I could go up on the internet and research. And I'm like, okay, what's the point of this? Like, you didn't tell me anything. And this is how a lot of these courses are, because this is why, like, if I ever became a financialist, if I was ever a financialist, because I'm not going to become one because that's not my fucking path and I don't want to be one. But if I was a financialist, I would my prerequisite and my requirements for you to join my financial class would be you have to be eating healthy, you have to be on your spiritual path, and you have to have no blockages spiritually, mentally, or physically. Because if you have any of these 3 problems in you, then you're gonna not make money and fuck it up, and it's gonna fall back on me because it's gonna be like, hey, I'm not making money in this guy's account, but in this guy's class, and he's a scam. But he can't be a scam because he's making money. Other people made money. So it looks bad. So a lot of these financialists are not spiritually adept. So, and a lot of them, they want to make money. Because this is why you'll see a lot of people who got like millions of subscribers. Because a lot of you guys will be like, a lot of these people, they have millions of subscribers and none of them are genuine. If you're in the real world, like a financialist or a businessman, you don't need real subscribers. What you need is customers, because you're trying to make money. So if you're somebody who got 1 million plus subscribers, it doesn't matter if your fans are genuine. It doesn't matter if they're bots and shit, because that millions, when I see my 400 subscribers, I'm looking at you guys as people who resonate. But once I get to like 500,000 subscribers and more, I can't say they're resonate. These are customers. These people are fucking customers. So this is why it turns into like a customer and a money game. And this is why you'll see like people like, they'll say, oh, they treat their subscribers like, because it's a business. Walmart treats its fucking employees and the customers like shit. Just like, so you can't get upset when you see these big YouTubers treat their subscribers like shit, because once you get to that certain level, your subscribers are no longer subscribers. They're customers. You're trying to make money, whether that be through their viewership or through their fucking, how many times they purchase your little weak ass product you're trying to promote. They're customers. So it doesn't matter, depending on the situation, it doesn't matter if you have genuine or fake subscribers. If you have like 400 subscribers, then if they're fake, you're going to be like, fuck these niggas. But if you fucking a nigga who's like 500,000, has millions of subscribers, it don't matter. They're customers. So always keep that in mind. Like, don't be, this way you don't want to be too caught up in this or that. Like, don't be too spiritual sometimes, where you're like, I don't want to say too spiritual, because anytime, even when you're spiritual, you can still be on the mindset. Don't be too lost in your own ego, thinking you're doing something right, but you're not. But I'm just trying to spit some game for you niggas, man, because a lot of this shit I'm saying is common fucking sense. Like, you guys can understand what I gotta say. But if anybody has any questions though, like just, or anybody wants to join, I know this is people. A lot of you niggas are scared to join my channel for some reason. I'm the only channel nobody will probably join. Everybody else channel, you'll see them. They'll join their lives and everything. My channel, nobody will join because they're scared. But it is what it is. They got the fucking behavioral health service center. It's like a big ass van, right? Like you see that big ass van? You see that big ass van right there? A fucking whole van of retard, a bunch of retards come out of that. Grown ass retards. I'm not hating on retarded people because I don't hate retarded. You guys see like that other retarded dude. I actually helped the dude. Like I actually helped him. He was homeless. He needed a ride and shit, and he paid me money, obviously, but I helped the dude. The retarded dude who he was gonna have me be his payee. So I'm not hating on no retards when I say retard. I just say it because that's what they are. They're retarded. Their brain is retarded. So it's a retarded bus. A bunch of retards came out the bus. It's like, damn, they rolling deep today. They're rolling deep today. Yeah, I'm probably gonna end this live stream. Well, no, fuck, I'm gonna keep going on this live stream. I'm just chilling this live stream. I'm gonna put some music on. Fuck. Yeah. I kind of wish I would have done my live stream on here because my Spotify account, the one I can because when you use Spotify on your tablet, because I got mobile hotspot on this tablet, so I can listen to my music on this tablet. Because they let you use Spotify for free when you're on the tablet, but when you're on a phone, you gotta pay for that shit. Like, why the fuck am I gonna pay for Spotify? Like, that shit should be free. Yeah. Ben Ramos. Oh shit. Yeah, but what's good with everyone? I'm gonna put some music on. Just check. You guys probably won't be able to hear the music because StreamYard, they got a weak ass fucking audio. I went on this 10-day fast a couple days ago. I just ended it. Remember the 10-day fast I told you guys? When I was on that fast, man, it was so weird. It motivated me so hard. Like, because when I reached like day 9, it was weird because like I felt like I never felt for like the past like 20 years of my life. Like the past 20 years of my life, I felt like, you know, when you're young and you're a kid, how you feel hella like optimism, bliss, and you're in that state. Like I felt that before when I was on my 20-day, 30-day fast, but this 10-day fast was the longest fast I did in a minute. And it's crazy how like I felt like um hella free. Like not free, but I just felt hella in a good mind state. And that made me just realize and come to the conclusion that I need to always be in a fasted state. I need to always be in a fasted state. And because it's like, because when you go on this breatharian path, you guys got to understand that there's a lot of programming. It's not just about not eating. It's not just about the meditation. It's also deprogramming, because I would say about 60, I'll say about 50% of becoming food free is removing the program. Because even if you have the energy exercise, like because I did the energy exercise and I was doing the meditations and everything, and I would not want to eat, but then I will have urges to want to eat based on my mind control. And when I end up caving in and eating, I don't feel hungry. Like I'll be like, man, I want to eat this food, and then I'll go and eat it, and then I felt like I didn't need it. I'm like, I don't. It's like when I take the first bite, I don't feel hungry no more. It's because it's the mind control. because your thoughts get you. So once you, this is why you have to deprogram the thoughts. You don't want to just do the meditation, even though that's important. You want to deprogram, because if you don't, you're gonna still find yourself craving and eating, and when you eat, it's not gonna feel satiating. So that's one thing I'm learning is it's the mind control, it's the programming that you have to deprogram to really be food free. And I'm doing that now. Like, this is why I was able to do this 10-day fast, because I was at that point back in 2020, 2021, but I had fell off. So now I hit this 10-day fast. I'm not going back, because I told myself if I could go over 8 days, excuse me, if I can go over 8 days, then I'm not going back. So I'm not going back. Even if I'm not saying like I'm gonna be, actually I am gonna be fasting as much as I can, but it's to a point right now where even when I'm not fasting, I'm just eating very light. Like, I just eat juice, nuts, and I don't want to say fruits and veg. Like, fruits is more like if I'm thirsty. Like, if I'm thirsty and I want something sweet, then I eat fruit. I don't like to eat fruit as like a food, because it's not really like, it's more like like if I want, like before I used to want a soda or I want something sweet, then I will go and get a soda and get some sweet. But now I just eat fruit. Fruit is like a drink for me. I don't even like to drink water unless I'm on like a dry fast or a water fast or something. Because water is actually not healthy. There's no healthy water out here. Fiji water, artesian water, all of that is not healthy. And it's not that where they get it from, even though that is also a thing, which I'll go into later, but it's because of the plastic. Even if it says BPA free, always keep in mind that there's still microplastic in it. They say BPA free. BPA is just one out of many other alphabetical letters that they could put together to name a chemical. So there's more than BPA. There may be CLE or DBM or whatever the fuck it is. Like, it's always going to be some type of fucking alphabetical letter, but they just haven't named it yet, or they're not telling you. But don't think that's because it's BPA free is free from anything. A lot of the reasons the reason they put organic and BPA on the water bottles is because they want to sell it. It's all about money and capitalism. So don't even worry about any of that shit. Always keep in mind that everything is poison. If you're consuming it, it's a poison. I don't care what it is. And I'm not just saying it because food, like I said before, food gives you mucus. I said the plastic in the water bottle. But if you grew your own food and got your own water, it will be healthier than anything you've ever consumed. But the reason I say everything is poison is because when they package it and when they ship it and when they have to put certain stuff in it to make it last longer. So that right there is a poison. Even pesticides, it's all a poison. So anything you're consuming, it's a poison, because nothing is free. When you eat, you feel pleasure, you feel good, right? Anytime you feel pleasure and you feel good, that costs money. Even when you're on your spiritual path and you're feeling pleasure, it still costs money spiritually. It costs sacrifice, it costs willpower, it costs discipline to get to that point where you're able to feel peace. So nothing is free. Even when you fucking do your little thing, you guys do the little whatever. When you do that, you're draining your energy. Nothing is free. People just think money has to do with just fiat currency and the dollar bill. Money is your peace, your happiness, your sanity, your spiritual path. It costs money to be on your spiritual path. Are you willing to be disciplined? Are you willing to be at peace? Are you willing to have willpower so you can get peace? Are you willing to do a myriad of things to get on your path and stay on it? Nothing is free in this world. Don't think you can reach a position where you got it made. That's not what it is. Because even whatever you think means you getting it made, when you get there, you won't be telling yourself you got it made, because the amount of hell and effort you have to do to get there, you wouldn't have gotten made. Like before, I used to tell people like when I was younger, I used to be like, man, I wish fucking like I used to, because my parents, they used to have money and shit, and I'd be like, why can't they just give me all the money I have, or why can't they just, one of my family members just give me 10,000 and just let me have the money, and why can't they just let me do this? And I used to always complain, and I used to be like, it's just money. Who cares if you work for it? But as I'm growing up, the amount of stuff that I have to do to get me in a position to get money that has nothing to do with money, like me being on a breatharian, me being disciplined, when I get into a position, I'm not going to be so giving. I'm not saying I'm not going to give and help people, but I'm going to remember like all the hell that I had to go through to get what I had to get through. You see what I'm saying? So like, it makes you kind of think like, this is why I don't even like, I like to, I like to help people, but I don't like to give anybody no free handout, because the amount of work that I had to get to my situation right now, that right there, within itself, I went through hell to get to where I'm at right now. So when somebody says, oh, let me have this, let me do this, I'm not just like, oh, whatever, just have it. I'm looking at all the shit I have to do to get to where I'm at. So I'm not going to just give you what the fuck I have, unless you got something to offer or you something to do for me. But it is what it is, though. Like, you guys can do whatever. I'm just telling you guys what I do and shit. But just don't let no one take advantage of you. Always remember what you done to get to where you got. Right? Never forget that. Opinion on adding minerals to water. You can do whatever you want to do. What type of minerals? Like, like people add lean to their Sprite, to their water. That's a mineral. So like, what type of mineral? This depends, because everything really, like, they already add minerals to water when they put fucking fluoride, when they put fucking all the plastic chemicals. That's minerals. There's so many type of minerals they put in there. Like, what minerals are you talking about? Some minerals are unhealthy. Some minerals are healthy. You gotta tell me like what specific mineral. Because some minerals, like, to be honest, anything that they tell you you need to take, my God, it's always the nigga with the shittiest looking car that sounds the loudest. It's like, it's fucking annoying. Anything they tell you that's a mineral that you need to take, or take sea moss, and never take sea moss. Sea moss is a poison. Don't take sea moss. But anything they tell you to take, always keep in mind that your body makes that. They'll tell you to take testosterone. Your body makes testosterone. If you have low testosterone, that means something's wrong. You have a blockage. And what does a blockage do? A blockage blocks something from flowing. So if you remove the blockages, like I've been talking about, everything that they tell you need to take, you will have. Because your body takes everything. Yeah, my bad, guys. I was just spinning outside. I don't want you guys to always keep seeing me spit and shit. Yeah, because when I be on my fast and shit, in the beginning, I be kind of spitting a lot. Because I have to get my body adjusted to these fasts, but I be spitting a lot sometimes. But anything that they tell you need to take, you don't need to take. Your body makes that. Every mineral you need, your body makes. You don't need protein. Your body makes it. The reason they tell you, always keep in mind, the reason they tell you to take these minerals, these chemicals, these whatever, is because of capitalism. People want to make money and they have products to sell. So this is why they tell you to take that. It has nothing to do with anything other than that. Zila said, craving for food is an emotional attachment. It is. sometimes people, I want to say all the time, some people they need to eat or they're gonna die. So I'm not telling people to, if you need to eat, you're gonna die. If you need to eat, if you're gonna die if you don't eat, then you shouldn't be watching my channel, because what you're gonna do is just talk shit and be like, oh, you're wrong. And no, yeah, you're right and you're not right. You're right as in you, for you, and you're gonna die if you don't eat, but you can't project that on everybody, including me. You can't project that on every, because you don't know any, you only know yourself. So craving food is an emotional attachment to some people, but not to everyone. But no. Craving food is an emotional attachment in general, but some people they need food. So they don't need to, they need, it's nothing wrong with them craving it because they'll die. So there's nothing wrong with some people craving food. It just depends. If you're craving junk food and unhealthy, then we can debate about that. But if anybody don't got any questions, man, I don't want to. I was gonna end the live stream, but I want to play some fucking music. My phone fucking died. Hold on, let me turn my I gotta take a piss right now. I might go take a piss and I got this supercharger. This shit literally charge your phone in like 30 minutes. It's a I put that shit in and my phone be charged in 30 minutes. Full 100. It'd be at like 80% in like 30 minutes. I kid you not, this shit's quick. I stole that bitch at fucking Walmart. And yeah, I to be honest, like I don't recommend any of you guys stealing shit. Like I'm not, don't get it, like don't make it seem like I'm telling you guys to go out here and commit crimes. Like I really don't care if you do, but I have to say it so I don't have blood and karma on my hands. But I really don't care. But I'm just telling you niggas, don't list, because you can't do what I do. Like I was fucking in the line waiting at the DMV the other day, right? Had to get my fucking license, get a brand new license because it expired. And I heard this guy talking how he walked into a store and he wasn't stealing, but they came up to him and harassing him like he was stealing. And in my mind, I'm like, I go to a store every fucking day and I steal, and I've never had that problem. And when I do have a problem, it's because I'm actually stealing. But this guy wasn't stealing. So his it's not about doing whatever. This brings me back to my money thing about the energy. It's about the energy. Like I'll be a fool to tell you guys to go steal because you're not me. And if you guys went and did it, you guys might get caught or something would happen. Just like you niggas can do shit and I can't, because it's the energy. So it made me just, that's why I say do not do what I'm not advocating anybody to do what I do. Because at the end of the day, like I've been doing this shit since 2007. Like 2000, I've been doing 2007. Like I've been doing this shit. So I it's just like I'm seasoned at it. Cause I like me, I know how to like play like the shit. I'm good at acting. I'm good at very like bullshitting people. Like when it comes to these bots, I can bullshit them. I'll tell these bots I fucking respect you and you're a good person. And the moment they turn that back, I'll be like, and then they'll be like, oh, I love you. Because I don't give a fuck about this. So when I go on a store, I have a certain vibration and energy. Like what I do is when I go into certain places, what I do is I'll be like, I'm getting something for my grandma, and I'll be like, where's the milk at? Where's the milk? And I have that energy and vibration, like I'm getting something for my grandma. Like I'm trying looking for the milk, and I'll be like, I pretend like I'm calling my grandma. I don't do this all the time. Probably like I don't remember the last time I did it, but I have the energy. But it'll even get to the point where I'm like, Grandma, where's the milk? And I have the vibration. So when I go in the store, they can sense the energy, like I'm looking for something. I have business to attain to. Versus you going there all nervous and scared and shit, and then they fuck with you. I'm not saying this works all the time, because me, I'd be respectful. But when I see a motherfucker, they're looking at me like sometimes I'll do it and they'll just be looking at me like, and when they're just looking at me and try to play games, me, I don't play games. So I go in there respectfully and mind my business. But when I see a motherfucker just looking at me, then and if I, depending on if I really need it, I would just fucking take it and just walk the fuck out in front of them, because like I'm not playing no games with you, nigga. Like I just take the shit and walk the fuck out. So is it possible to steal a car? You can, but they have a VIN number. And if they catch the car, they can track that number. Their best bet, if you're gonna steal a car, you wanna just sell it. Take it to like a chop shop or strip the car and sell the parts. And then get the money from the car or multiple cars you stolen, and then use that money to buy a car. It's better to do that than to actually steal it and then drive it, because they'll be able to trace that VIN number. And in that VIN number, it don't matter if you have the plates different or nothing. That VIN, it's etched into the car. So you could, even if you scratch the VIN number, I I think it's illegal to actually scratch it out. And then they're gonna be like, why is this scratched out? And then they're gonna try to find out the number, and then they can easily look at the make and model and the color. And if any of that's stolen, and then they see the car you're driving matches the make and model, and then they look at the VIN and the scratch, they're gonna be like, you stole this car. And then the guy will be like, they'll go get the guy who owns the car and be like, is this your car? And then he'll be able to know it's his car and that you scratched. So if you want to like get a car, you might as well just steal a bunch of cars, sell the parts or sell the cars, and then get the money and buy a car. Or just steal a lot of money or do a bunch of scams and then get a car. Get the money to get a car. But just to steal a car plain out, that's hard. A car and a house is pretty much the only thing I haven't stolen, to be honest. Like, you name anything, I probably stole it before. I remember my grand. I think I told you guys before. My grandma. I came from the store, right, and then I had a big ass heater. It's like a $300 heater because it was cold. This was back in like 2019. It was hella fucking cold, and then I was like, the air conditioner. This is when I was living at my mom's house. The air conditioner wasn't working, and then like she had to go pay money to get the air conditioner, and she didn't have the money to pay for it, and I was hella mad. I was like, the fuck, I'm hella mad. And like, because me, like, one thing about me is I feel very I feel very entitled, and I feel like I'm owed everything, and I feel like people deserve me shit, but I don't beg. I just go and try to take what I can. So if I feel like I'm lacking and I feel like owed, I'll go. That will give me the anger to go and take something. So it was cold, and then there was no heater, so I was hella pissed. So I just walked up in the store. I just walked out with the shit, and then they see me, but I didn't care, because when I get really angry, I just walk out with shit. And then my grandma came when I came back home. The way she looked made me laugh. She's like, "How the fuck you get that, nigga?" I was fucking on the floor dying laughing. That shit was funny. So I was like, I took a heater, and she's like, "How the fuck you get that, nigga?" I was like, "Don't worry about it. I just got it." And she's like, "Shit, give me something." I remember she said that, like, "Give me something." But it's like, that's what I did. I just took it. But I'm like, it is what it like me. Like, I don't do that nowadays because I'm trying, like, I have a mission and intention. Like, I don't just take shit for no reason. I have a mission and I have intention behind everything I do. Because if I didn't have intention and a mission, I probably would have been in jail right now. Because there's so many things I would have done, but I don't do because of my spirituality. Like, that's why anybody that talks shit about spirituality is a fucking idiot. Because if it wasn't for spirituality, I'd probably be in jail for killing somebody or chopping somebody's head off or doing something very crazy. My fear of karma and me being punished by the spirit, that fear is what makes me not go and chop a motherfucker's head off. Because there was a point in time I probably would have killed somebody if somebody did something wrong to me. But as I got more knowledge, I'm like, okay, you don't want to do that, because this is how new spirits, they get into horrible situations like life in prison, or they may get you know what I mean, they get in certain situations because they do something. But me, spirituality made me not do that. So that's the thing, I love spirituality, because it made me not do that. And you can look at me like I'm a fool for that, but at the end of the day, I'd rather be a fool for doing it like that than being in a behind somebody's prison. You see what I'm saying? I'd rather be a fool than doing that than being somebody's prison. Because when you locked up in somebody's prison, ain't nobody give a fuck about you. But if I say spirituality helped me from keeping in somebody's prison, then they'll laugh at you. But it's like, if I was in prison, nigga, for killing you, nobody's gonna put money on my books. I'm gonna be in there thinking of myself. So you should be grateful that a lot of people aren't victimized and hurt. And I'm not saying I'm perfect, because I've still hurt and victimized certain people, but not to the point, not violently, maybe financially, maybe through property, because I stole their property, but nothing violent. I never stabbed nobody. I never shot no one. And I'm not saying everybody needs to do this. Everybody is different. Understand that. I'm not gonna go down through my own, like, based upon my stellium and my past karma and everything. Like, I don't want to say I have no choice, but at the end of the day, I have no choice but to be kind of a dickhead and a narc, because I have a lot of blockages and energy. This is why you want, like, all you guys who aren't like negative, do everything right, because you don't want to incarnate where you have to be negative. Whereas in order for you to get ahead, you have to be manipulated. You have to be a narc. You got to be a dickhead. You don't want to get to that point. So while you're in a position where you're not an asshole and a dickhead, do what you need to do so you don't get to that point. I fucked up in past lives, and I have a lot of stelliums in my chart, so I have to kind of be a dickhead and an asshole. And plus certain opportunities and certain things that I missed. I'm not saying I have to. Like, I could do it the good way, but it's gonna take me longer, and I probably wouldn't be where I'm at right now at the sufficient amount of time. So like, I have to do certain things. And it's like, when I say like I did it, it's like weird, because sometimes I even feel like the spirit is actually helping me out. Because I remember there was a time I needed some money and I didn't have no money. And I went and like, some dude just came up to me and was like, hey, I will buy this from you if you get it for me. And then I went and I stole a whole bunch of shit, and I got like a few $1,000s. And the way it was set up was like the spirit let it happen. But the only reason a spirit will let you do something like that is because you fucked up and you're at a point of, like, you have to do something. So like, because if you keep making mistakes and you don't do what you got to do, then in order to get ahead, you have to be a demon to kind of take a shortcut to get there. Otherwise you'll be in the underworld and you'll be worse. So you don't want to get to that point where you have to do evil to do good. Because I have to, like, but it's like, I have to do evil to do good because I made certain mistakes. So I don't want you guys to get to that point where you have to do evil. Right now, a lot of you guys don't have to do a lot of things other people and what I have to do, because you're in a good position. But don't get to a point where you have to. Some people, they need to rob. They may need to steal. And the reason why is because they may have missed out on certain opportunities. They may have not done what they're supposed to do at a certain time. And since we can't rewind time, they have to, and they want to catch up. In order for them to catch up at a sufficient pace, or sometimes at all, they have to do something very demonic to get to where they need to get to. So, like, I'm just saying that it's just how it is. That nobody will tell you that, but that's how it is. But very few people will ever be there. It's not like a normal thing. This is why I don't judge people for doing what they got to do. Unless you hurt me or somebody I care about, I don't give a fuck what you did. Not my problem. Not my issue. But it is what it is. And everybody go check out Zila's channel. Check out his channel. I don't think that's the name of his channel, but you guys like Zila's Wellness. Yeah, and if you want to join the chat, you can join the chat, ask some questions or whatever. Oh, see this shit charged 29%. You remember when I turned the car on like not even 10 minutes ago? It's already at fucking 30%. You niggas see it just was a 30. you niggas seen the shit. That shit go fast. That shit go fast. That shit quick. You niggas even seen it. It went from 29 to 30 right in front of you niggas' eyes. That shit quick. And you guys seen when I turned on the car, it wasn't even 10 minutes I turned on the car. That shit was at 0% because my phone died. And I was like, let me get this shit on. I turned on the car and it was at 30%. That shit is quick. Yeah. Yeah, we an hour and 5 minutes in. Dang, I gotta take a fat ass piss. I'm about to take a break and take a piss. I'm gonna still be on. I got 18% left. I'm gonna go back and take a piss. Yeah. But we in a new time, guys. I'm telling you guys. Like, I feel this energy. Like, this is why I feel like I was able to really get on that 10-day fast I did. Cause like I just feel really motivated. Like, I don't know. I can't waste no more time in life. I can't waste no more time. I'm gonna put some music on. God damn, they want to charge fucking. They said my fucking subscription. I gotta renew my subscription. I ain't renewing shit. They say renew your subscription. Renew your subscription. Why don't you renew it for me, nigga? You own Spotify. You got billions of dollars. Renew it for me. Why the fuck I gotta renew it? You got all the money. Renew it for me. You keep bugging my shit, telling me to renew it. Renew it for me. You got the money. I don't want to spend it. Why the fuck should I spend the little money I have, and you niggas fucking got more money? Renew it for me. The fuck? You don't even gotta renew it for me. All you gotta do is just turn it on. Like, make my shit say premium so I can listen to the music. That's how stupid this system is. Like, you'll sit there and send a message on my phone, renew your subscription. If you want it renewed, do it for me, bitch. The fuck I gotta do it for? That's why it's hard for most people to pass certain lessons, because of lack of declared direction. Exactly. Oh man, I gotta take a fucking piss. Yeah, I got my little. Whew. What you doing with your shirt off? Aren't you cold? Huh? Did you guys just hear that? She just asked me, what am I doing with my shirt off? These tweakers, man. These tweakers. She said, what am I doing with my shirt off? Aren't you cold? People be asking the most weirdest shit, man. It's always when I'm in a certain mindset that people ask me, like, This ain't. I can tell this is what we call we live in an energetic matrix. Every time when I'm in a certain mindset, that's when people start fucking. This is why I tell you guys everything's energetic. Everything's energetic. Usually I don't take my shirt off, but like I'm taking my shirt off because I feel a certain way right now. That's why I took my shirt off. And then now the bitch come, why are you with your shirt off? But if I wasn't feeling a certain way and I had my shirt off, then nobody would have said nothing. This is what I'm saying. It's everything is energetic. Like, talk about am I cold? Obviously I ain't cold because I got my fucking shirt off. Yeah. But I'm probably gonna end this live stream right now. If anybody got any questions, I was gonna put some music on, but fuck, I don't know if I want to do that because I'm about to end this shit. And the Spotify is acting fucking retarded. So I actually, hold on, I'm gonna go on Pandora. I'm gonna go on Pandora. What the fuck is Pandora at? Don't tell me I didn't download it on this fucking app. Damn, I gotta go to the fucking store and download Pandora. I downloaded it on this yeah, but yeah. Yeah, all you niggas who just got in the room though, nigga, you guys might want to rewind this shit. I was going in. I'm just chilling right now. Trying to get some music on. All right, let me log in. Yeah, it's hard for me to find good music nowadays, man. Like, I'm really picky on my music. Oh yeah, I know what I'm gonna listen to. I'm gonna listen to. But hold on. All right, I gotta listen to the ads real quick. Hold on.
What's all this? Oh, I have McDonald's.
Oh, shut the fuck up. I hate these fucking ads, man. They always put all these ads.
Say go down, say go down, say go down. Bad man day now you cover. Everything smooth and easy. Yeah. Balance it. Everybody got the color beat. Oh, somebody will say nobody. Go to bed with the color beat. I love that guy with the fire.
I don't know if you guys can hear because this fucking the stream right, you can't really hear the music. I'm gonna end this live stream. I'm probably gonna end this live stream. I'm probably gonna go on YouTube live.
Problem in all the finish. You can try to enjoy. Violence in all the finish. Oh, you can try to enjoy. Sekata kata huru not the finish. You can try to enjoy. Problem in all the finish. You can try to enjoy. Make we dance like Luala. Luala. We dance like Luala. Luala. Dance like Luala. Luala. We dance like Luala. Luala.
Hey, is the music clear or is it kind of muddy? Because I know StreamYard, they make it hella muddy.
I do like bad. I don't go find your trouble. I do like a salad. Cause for my money the double. As my money the pile up. To make me happy. As my money the pile up. To make my bottle. Problem in all the finish. We can try to enjoy. Bye, not the finish. Oh, we can try to enjoy. Sekata kata uru not the finish.
Yeah, I got a lot of slappers on. That's the out here when I remember back in the day out here. I don't know if they still do it. They used to call it slappers. Like when the music sounds hella good, they'll say this shit slap. Like they be like we got the slappers. I don't know if they still say it. Yeah, we'd be like you got the slappers and shit. Cause I look young, but I'm not young. Like I don't give a fuck what you got. All you niggas don't know about. I'm 30. I'm about to be 32 years old. For all you niggas out there, so I don't get. I used to be like, well, I don't want you to know my age. Like I'm 32. I'm about to be 32 in about a month. So I'm not really that young. I'm about to be 32 next month or in March. At first I was like, I don't want people to know my age, and I don't give a fuck with it because I look young as fuck. I saw like because people when they look at me, they treat me like I'm young. But the thing is, once you talk to me and you see my mind, then you know like I'm not young because I know some shit. Like you gotta talk to me for you to know like okay he ain't young because the way he talks and shit. But like I look hella young and shit. It's because my mind is different. Like because where the mind goes, the body goes. Like it feels like yes for me. I'm still in the year 2000. I'm part of my spirit and soul for some reason. I'm still in the year 2012. Like because that's when like certain things like my anxiety hit and everything, and like it's just weird. Like I have to like go make another video, but I feel like because part of me is because once 2012 hit or 2011 around that time, certain things happened where like I was trying to get back that feeling that I was, and I like every single year that goes by, like I don't look at it like another year. I look at it like I stopped at 2012. So I'm thinking that's the reason why I look hella young. Because like ever since 2012 hit, like I feel like I'm still trying to like I'm still in that year for some reason. I never really grew past that year on a certain aspect. Because where the mind goes, the body goes. So like, because when another year passes for me, it's just like another year. It's not like I'm getting older. Like I don't think of it. I just think of it like another year. And so it's weird. That's probably why like I don't look that old and shit. I just fuck with you niggas. I'm just chilling right now. Yeah, one thing, like a lot of you guys see like I'm a dickhead and I'll be talking and getting angry, but like me, I'm just a very extreme person. Like when I'm passionate, I'm very passionate. When I'm angry, I'm very angry. When I'm joking, I'm very joking. When I'm mean, I'm very mean. When I'm a nice person, I'm probably the nicest. But like I'm just very extreme, and like I'm trying to balance that. Like I'm just very extreme. It's not like if somebody sees me being nice, they think I'm the nicest person. But then somebody may see me being mean and think I'm a demon. It's just I'm very extreme and on my spectrum, which I'm sure some of you guys are too. Damn, this shit go hard. Yeah, I might end this live. I'm gonna wait till the batteries die. It's at 10%. Actually, I'm about to end this shit right now. I gotta take a piss. But I'll be back later, guys. Peace.